My name is Sid Hoare. As low bottom ranking wrestler Takutoriki gets closer to a tournament win, some of the younger Rikishi and stable bosses are talking about modernizing the Basho format. The division of the wrestlers into East and West teams dates back a couple of centuries when there were only two main population areas in Japan, Tokyo in the east and Osaka, Kyoto area in the west. But this long ago ceased to have any meaning. During the year there are a couple of TV knockout competitions, and while these are quite popular, they do not make it easy to rank the Rikishi and pay them accordingly. Sumo does modernize a lot of things, such as the Yokozuna system, might have to go. But since sumo is part of Japanese history and culture, the Sumo Association is loath to change anything. Sumo is trapped in a time warp, which is of course part, if not a lot of its attraction. It's difficult to think of a different competition format that would not upset the apple cart. So, into the first bout, where we know Takutoriki's in the lead. And here, Asanowaka against Daizen. They fought 4 times before. Asanowaka's won 4 of them. And that's his first loss against Daizen in their personal duels. So a win there for Daizen, otherwise known as Toku, from the Nisho no Seki stable. And that gives him 8 wins and Kachikoshi on day 13. Still a chance to take a couple of more victories. Tokitsuumi here against Toki. Tokitsuumi some 50 kilos lighter than big Toki. But nevertheless, that's putting up a good battle so far. 50 kilos is some just under 8 stone difference, which is quite a lot of weight. But Tokitsuumi's a skillful wrestler, hung on to the front of Toki's belt there, and eventually spun him over. So that's 6 wins for Tokitsuumi and the 7th loss for Toki. Next bout is Oginishiki against Shikishima. Big difference in weight between these two. 50 kilos, same as the last bout. Shikishima, the heavier one of the two, but he's got a bad knee, as we can see. And a quick win there for Shikishima. Spun Oginishiki round, and that's the 4th win for Shikishima. He's a big wrestler. His hands are almost as big as Akibono's, who's considerably larger than him. Well, it's a no-show here. It's Minatofuji. In his fight yesterday, it looked like he'd injured his ankle, and sure enough he has. This is the one yesterday. There. You can see him grimacing with pain as he hit the deck. So today it's Akinoshima who gets the win. That's his 5th win so far, not doing too well this tournament. And Minatofuji out of it with only 2 wins. So poor tournament for Minatofuji. Takanowaka fights Kyokushuzan. He's just become a dad recently. Perhaps the responsibilities of being a dad are weighing on him a bit heavily. But there's a nice win for him. Spun over the new young wrestler, Takanowaka, quite easily with the underarm throw. So that was 5th win for Kyokushuzan. He's got 8 losses so far, so that's Makikoshi for him. There's no way you can get more wins and losses in this tournament. Kotoryu fights Wakanoyama. Wakanoyama at 164 kilos, Kotoryu at 149. Not too much difference between the two of them. They fought 3 times before, and Wakanoyama has won all 3 of those bouts. So another one for him. Handled Kotoryu quite easily there and pushed him out from behind. Okuridashi win by Wakanoyama. That's his 4th win. With 2 more fights to go, he can only get 6 in total. Previous Basho he had 9 wins, so a drop back by Wakanoyama in this Basho. And here we have Tosanoumi fighting Kaio, both in at Komusubi rank, and both with 6 wins and 6 losses apiece. So not a good record for the two. Tosanoumi marginally quicker off the mark there. And a win for Tosanoumi. Forces Kaio out with yorikiri. 7 wins and 6 losses for Tosanoumi, and 6 wins and 7 losses for Kaio. In these closing stages of the basho, of course, a lot of interest focuses on their actual results. It's that which decides whether they stay where they are in the ranking system, or drop down, or even into the division below, or whether they get promoted. So here, Tochiazuma against Kyokutenho. They've only fought once before. Kyokutenho won that one. Tenho put in a good performance in the January basho, but this time only scoring 3 bouts so far. And that was the 7th win for Tochiazuma. He's about 150 kilos, which is about 23.5 stone, but he's a solidly muscled wrestler. Tamakasuga from the Katanonami stable fights Miyabiyama from the Musashigawa stable. Miyabiyama with 9 wins and 3 losses. Tamakasuga with 5 wins and 7 losses. So Miyabiyama almost driven back at the initial clash there, but fighting back hard, lots of thrusts to the throat and the face, and a few pulled forwards, not looking for the belt yet, still keeping the rough sumo going. This is the tsukiyoshi sumo, that's the thrusting and pushing sumo. So this is quite tiring for the two of them. Miyabiyama's keeping it up, and there's a pull down. That's the 10th win for Miyabiyama. But he's certainly doing very well, Miyabiyama. Previous basho he had 12 wins, one before that 8 wins, the one before that 10 wins. It's good high scores for this newcomer. It's only his 9th basho in the Makuuchi division. Handles his weight well. He's just under 180 kilos, which is what, 28.5 stone. So he's comfortable with that weight. Could certainly put on some more and not slow him down. Takanonami. Well, he's always slow off the mark. Likes to settle down in the ring and then use his height. Very rarely wins from a straight charge out from the tachiai. Here against Chiyotenzan on the right. Silvery grey, grey-bluish mawashi. That's mark of desperation as always there. Chiyotenzan arm went round Takanonami's neck as Takanonami began to turn him round. So 6th win for Takanonami and 7 losses. 1 more loss and he'll have Makikoshi. So not a good result for Takanonami after his previous basho, which was 10 wins and 5 losses. Chiyotenzan there, notching up his 8th loss, and Makikoshi. 2 key terms in sumo. Makikoshi means more losses than wins, and kachikoshi means more wins than losses. 15 fights per wrestler in a tournament. 8 wins or more is kachikoshi. 8 losses or more is makikoshi. So here, Musoyama fights Chiyotaikai. Sekiwaki Musoyama, Ozeki Chiyotaikai. Musoyama with 9 wins, looking strong. Interesting there, seeing Chiyotaikai from the side, dives forward almost, leads with the head. Tremendous impact off that. He's 160 kilos, he's 25 stone, charging out like a rocket. Needs a strong man to stop that. These two have fought 9 times, Musoyama's won 7 of them. So 2 heads bang a bit there, not fully head to head. But Musoyama's got his measure, drives him out with 2 hands on the front of the belt. And that's a yorikiri win for Musoyama and his 10th win. Let's watch that one again. So as they come out, the heads drop. And then Musoyama starts to drive Chiyotaikai back, pushing into the body. And then he gets the belt. There you can see 2 hands on the belt, and then thrust, and out goes Chiyotaikai. This ring is 15 feet across. 7.5 feet from the centre. Not a lot of space with two big wrestlers in it. Stand in the centre, 2 or 3 paces and you're on the edge. So they can't afford to yield an inch. They've got to go forward all the time and try and drive the other wrestler out or down. Simple sport. Sumo, if you've got a ring, you push them out and you win, or if you knock them down inside the ring, you win. Here's Takatoriki practicing his tachiai there, that low crouching advancing movement, always done in training. Now Akebono fights Tochi no Nada. These two have fought 7 times. Akebono has won 4 of them. Tochi no Nada not so good previous basho, only had 6 wins, but so far this tournament's had 8, so improved his condition on last time. Akebono with 11 wins and 4 losses last time. Been looking good the last couple of tournaments. So locking in tight there, and bends Tochi no Nada over and back and down to the surface of the dohyo. So it's been some time since Akebono won a tournament. It was about mid-summer 97. He's missed quite a few bashos. He's had a lot of injuries, as in fact most of them have, but he's rested out and he comes back and fights, recovers, and then sits it out again, then comes back and fights quite well. So he's stringing his career along a bit, and as I say, it's been some time since he did win a tournament. There he received a little bit of prize money for that effort against Tochi no Nada. Now the next grand champion, Takanohana. This is the clash between the two big stables. It's Futogoyama stable, Takanohana, against Dejima, Musashigawa stable. Dejima slightly heavier. Dejima will come out hard and fast from the tachiai, just like Chiyotaikai. But can Takanohana get his hand on the belt and spin Dejima over? Dejima pushing hard, so it's a win there for Dejima. 3rd loss for Takanohana. That's beginning to distance him from the winning of the tournament. 3 losses for the grand champion. 9th win for Dejima. So Dejima there thrusting him with his stomach and forces Takanohana over the edge with yorikiri. And there he goes, over the edge. So Dejima doing very well. He's had kachikoshi in 12 bashos in a row now. This is his 9th win. Now this is going to be an interesting one. Now Takatoriki, if he wins this one, have to work out the combinations here. If he wins this one, if he beats Musashi Maru, he'll win the tournament. If not, it will go through, carry on. So these two have fought 43 times. They've both been around a long time. Musashi Maru came into Makuuchi division in 91, Takatoriki in 1990. It's a lot of bashos where they've faced each other. As I say, they've fought 43 times. Musashi Maru's won 35 of them. So is this the bout? That will give Takatoriki with 12 straight wins so far. The tournament in the bag or not? So Takatoriki pushing in hard. He's always good against the foreign ricochet. Almost lost it there, Musashi Maru. But he's driving back hard against Takatoriki. Takatoriki spins there, and that's a win for Musashi Maru. 11 wins and 2 losses. 1st loss for Takatoriki. So that's kept the tournament open. So look of disgust there on Takatoriki's face. He knew if he won that one, it would be a tournament win. Let's watch that one again. So he comes out hard, doesn't really charge that hard. In fact, he's not doing a lot of his face slaps, which he's rather good at. And Musashi Maru almost sidestepped there at that point, but Takatoriki retreating the whole time. And eventually, Musashi Maru just pushes him out. So a nice little spin there by Takatoriki. and then down he goes. So convincing win there by Musashi Maru. So at the end of day 13, we have Takatoriki still in the lead with 12 wins and 1 loss. But 1 step behind is the big man here, Musashi Maru, with 11 wins and 2 losses. And then 4 wrestlers with 10-3. That's Musoyama, Takanohana, Akibono and Miyabiyama. So, getting close to the end, and possibilities for a playoff at the end if Takatoriki should falter. But stay with us, we'll be back very shortly.